LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge, and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Might be changing the route. Williams will pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. Powers through. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense and gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The quick out. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Lets it fly. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durham. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to go with the football that time. Great job by the defense watching the QB's eyes. And how about tackling the catch? He wasn't able to throw it deep down the field, but as soon as the guy made the snag,
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might be calling a hot route. Williams looking for a man. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Washington.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Sure hands, it's sharp. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a huge play. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Using his legs, it's Durham. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Wide open downfield. Ball is loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this and you've got to dial up.
He's going for it all. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's just a tremendous effort on defense, understanding the situation, right? Offense has the ball in a goal-to-go situation. Someone's got to win and go get the quarterback, and the defense came up big.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Washington right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams will pass. Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
With the catch, it's Boston. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Steps away. Makes the grab. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.